Welcome everyone. My name is Sumesh Balakrishnan. I'm part of Enterprise Manager Product Management team. Today, I'll talk about improve operational efficiency using new Enterprise Manager Diagnostics Runbook. In this session, I'll explore the benefits and features of the new Enterprise Manager Diagnostics Runbook, which is designed to enhance operational efficiency. The Diagnostics Runbook is a powerful tool that helps administrators streamline troubleshooting and problem resolution process in Enterprise Manager. Here's the agenda for today's session. First, we'll provide an overview of Manage the Manager, which we called as MTM, and an overview of dynamic runbooks. And finally, we will review the Oracle published MTM runbook for operational efficiency. Let's dwell into the crucial topic of Enterprise Manager health monitoring. As Enterprise Manager is used by various personas across the business for effective target monitoring and management, ensuring the health and performance of Enterprise Manager itself becomes a vital task for administrators. Let's explore some of the common challenges faced by different user groups and the importance of proactive monitoring for maintaining a healthy Enterprise Manager environment. Application users often encounter issues such as slow console access, long page loading times, or even instances where management server appears to be unavailable. These issues can significantly impact their productivity and hinder their ability to effectively utilize Enterprise Manager for their task. Next, database administrators from different business units may raise concerns about not receiving proper alerts or incidents for critical targets in a timely manner. This can lead to operational issues and potential business disruptions if critical alerts are not promptly addressed. And finally, Enterprise Manager administrators themselves face challenges when the system becomes heavily loaded, resulting in issues like agent backoff request, job system backlog, or increased CPU usage on Oracle Management Server, which is OMS. These factors contribute to poor overall system performance and can adversely affect the functionality of Enterprise Manager. To address these challenges, Enterprise Manager incorporates several internal subsystems that works in the background. These subsystems process incoming data, evaluate alerts and severities, send notifications, and perform internal housekeeping tasks. However, administrators need early warning signs and proactive detection to prevent critical issues from impacting performance and reduce the risk of system failure. Monitoring your most critical targets such as databases, applications, servers are all about minimizing risk. Many Oracle customers use Enterprise Manager to drive culture and best practices for risk management. Why? Because Enterprise Manager is built to deliver a highly available, scalable, and performant platform itself, designed for administrators of large critical IT estates who needs management at scale monitoring. Collectively, these qualities come from Manage the Manager functionality. So Manage the Manager contains various components such as Health Overview. So Health Overview provides a comprehensive overview of OMS and repository operation and upload and notification performance, and therefore allows you to view the overall health of your Enterprise Manager environment. The next is the repository and management service. The repository page provides you with an overview of the status and performance of repository DBMS jobs that handle part of Enterprise Manager maintenance and monitoring functionality. The management servers and repository session details provide the exact number of repository connections per individual Enterprise Manager subcomponents such as event system, job, console, and even connector framework. The next is the job system diagnostics. The job system diagnostic dashboard provides insights into the operations and performance of job system, hence allowing you to diagnose and resolve any job-related issues quickly. And finally is the agent management. The agents page lists all managed agents within your enterprise and provides some symptom diagnostics in case of issues with the agent. Dynamic runbooks enable subject matter experts to capture their standard best practices and procedures for triaging and resolving incidents in the form of executable runbooks. To create runbook, you would create the runbook not from the scratch, but in the context of an actual incident. This is called a runbook draft. You would then create the runbook steps and also test the steps in the context of the incident you choose. Once you have completed building the runbook, you can publish it. When it is published, it is available for general use. To use runbook, your IT staff would go to Incident Manager and start a runbook session. Next, they would also choose the appropriate runbook to use. They would then execute the steps in the runbook. Leveraging the dynamic runbooks feature, you will see Oracle provided runbooks built into Enterprise Manager. This provides a way for us to share our expertise in diagnosing and resolving issues in the form of runbooks that you can directly execute in Enterprise Manager. The workflow for Oracle provided runbooks is exactly the same as the runbook that you author. The runbook will appear in the context of the incident, and you can simply execute the steps in the runbook to triage and resolve your incidents. Let me discuss the MTM runbook in more detail. As part of the self-monitoring and diagnosability efforts, we have created the runbook for the specific use case called agent backoff request. Now let's look into the Manage the Manager runbook to see how effectively you can diagnose health issues for operational efficiency. So this is about the agent backoff request. The loader is a system in the EM mid-tier that loads data sent from all agents into Enterprise Manager repository. This data includes status and performance metrics, config metrics, alerts, etc. The loader is responsible for the largest consistent load put on the repository database. The efficiency of this process can greatly impact the performance and health of your system overall. When the loader is too busy to service the agent request, it will tell the agent to temporarily back off sending the data. A graph showing the backoff request can be found in the health overview page. So this is a sample backoff request graph that shows the number of agents that have been asked to back off. The self-monitoring feature in Enterprise Manager will detect the agent backoff request, and you will see an incident related to this agent backoff request. To effectively resolve the loader is in failure incident, we have dedicated runbook available called Loader Issues Causing Agent Backoff Request. This runbook is designated to assist administrators in diagnosing and resolving incidents related to agent backoff request, which may occur when many agents have been asked to back off the data uploading to the OMS. The runbook provides a systematic approach to resolving the underlying cause of agent backoff request. So here, the EM administrator will receive an incident message like health check, loader is in failure. And they will select the published associated runbook called Loader Issues Causing Agent Backoff Request, and they will start the runbook session. This is your familiar incident manager page, and here you will see the health check incident for OMS and repository target type, and below you can see the associated runbook where you can start the runbook session to resolve this incident. So click on the runbook name called Loader Issues Causing Agent Backoff Request. This is the runbook session, and here the step 1 provides an overview and prerequisites that are required to execute this runbook. The important thing is the repository database should be discovered as a target in Enterprise Manager. And if the repository is a PDB, then the PDB init parameters config collections should be enabled. The good thing about the Runbook is that you don't need to execute standalone SQLs by connecting to SQL Plus or from a repository host to diagnose the issue. The steps in the Runbook provides the ability for you to execute the SQL in the context of the step. Here, you can see the play button. By clicking on the play button, it will execute the required underlying SQL against the repository database and it will show the output for further diagnosing. The step checks the database average active session in CPU and total CPU count to check whether this is the cause of the problem or not. Here also, you can see the play button in this step will show the step to execute the EM's gather stat job. If there are any ORA errors, resolve them and wait for 24 hours to see if the incident is still open or not. In this step, where we are running to see the average active sessions in IO and total CPU. So here also, clicking on the play button will execute the underlying SQL and it will show the output for this corresponding step. So review the output and take the necessary action. So here we are again executing the gather stat job and you can check for any ORA errors. So clicking on the play button will execute the underlying SQL and it will show you the output. Review the ORA error and take the necessary action and then move on to the next step. So here we are checking for the SDA and PGA memory advisor table in the AWR report. In this step, we use the AWR report. So we choose a time period of 24-hour period and check for SDA target advisory and PGA memory advisory. This step has a small video that will demonstrate what to check for in the AWR report. In this step, we check for the repository database active sessions in concurrency and cluster weight if it is a RAG database. And if concurrency and cluster weights are less than 5% of the total loader worker active sessions. Here, we make use of the Ash Analytics report from the Performance Hub. In the Ash Analytics report, filter by loader worker, then review the percentage of average active session for concurrency class and cluster weight class in case of a RAG repository and verify they are less than 5%. Here, you can check for the default loaded thread settings by executing the emcdl command and increase the loaded thread by 10%. Here, we will wait up to 6 hours for the incident to clear. If it clears, then the agent backoff issues are resolved. In the meantime, you can also check the status of the agent backoff request in the health overview page. And if after 6 hours, if the loader threads, if you see the incident still open, then you can run the same runbook steps starting from step 2. So here is a quick summary of the diagnostics runbook. As Enterprise Manager expands, or as the enterprise expands, the reliance on Enterprise Manager for monitoring and management increases significantly. Enterprise Manager becomes the central hub for managing critical targets, and any issues with Enterprise Manager can have direct impact on the overall health and performance of the environment. The addition of Runbook functionality enhances the operational efficiency of Enterprise Manager by providing a structured approach to diagnose health issues within its subsystem. Enterprise Manager administrators can follow the predefined steps, perform automated checks, and execute recommended actions to resolve problems in a timely and efficient manner. The Manage the Manager feature, coupled with the Diagnostics Runbook, empower administrators to proactively maintain the health of Enterprise Manager and optimize for operational efficiency. Here are some of the references the documentation and we'll open up for question and answers. Thank you for joining us today.